10 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Got to be put a smile on your face, but it felt like Chicago couldn't even get an entry pass into any of their bigs without just a lot of frustration. Just how did the defense, flip from playing pretty well in the third, but just to be like, it felt diabolical at times.
Yeah, I think like the impact of the game physically on them when it got to the fourth, and we made it a lot harder. It was harder for them to kind of muster it up and get easy stuff, and it takes a lot out of you physically, to make plays against some pretty good pressure. And we improved as the game went on, and then we were trying to be opportunistic going the other way. So I thought the game just physically got hard, and that's what we were hoping, that you can wear them down, and I think that happened a little bit.
Coach, I thought the second quarter, it looked like they might build a 10 to 12 point lead, but my goodness gracious, we had some really good defensive stops, a couple of turnovers.
Yeah.
And number 6 knocked down the
She did. She was really good. I thought this was one of BC's best games this year. We've been really on her, about aggression and, be more of, an assassin mindset, as a shooter. And, we showed her some spaces that when she doesn't take those shots and be aggressive, then what she's leaving for the others, gets a lot harder. And I thought BC really took that to heart, and just from start to finish, she was locked in. And we were doing pretty well in the first quarter, scoring it, and not nearly enough stops that you hope for. But then the second group, when they come in, we had a hard time scoring it. And then when the group first 5 went back in there, it took them a little bit to kind of get settled in again. And but we were able to salvage a quarter that got us to at least 16 points. We couldn't have that single digit quarter, which is what we were headed for. But yeah, I thought halftime was good. I think they saw themselves on video in a couple of scenarios. We tried some different things with their bigs. Guard coverage. I mean, obviously I feel bad Atkins went out, because obviously she's a big factor for them. But overall, we got a lot of stuff done that we were trying to get done.
With that, and you said you're just trying some different things out of the bigs.
You want me to give you the game plan?
Well, not like totally, but I mean, I was just
partially.
Like, whatever you feel comfortable revealing, but just any adjustments there? Do you think it was literally just a matter more so of just, like you were saying, like just imposing your will?
No, we made adjustments for sure. You didn't very often see direct entries. If you recall that the last game on Saturday, we got pummeled with a high-low that was really simple. Yeah. And they still got a couple, and that's what we told our team. Yeah, that's what they do. They do it well. They're going to get some. They just can't get as many as they got. They can't have something that every time out they can go to something to get something so easy. So our bigs accepted the challenge, and also I think what we were doing on the perimeter, was a little more impactful. It wasn't easy to throw it in. We did, we made some progress on Reese, and she still had her way in the first half. But we see these guys again after the break. It's our first game after the break, and my hope is that we continue to unlock what we're trying to get done defensively, and continue to be hard to play against.
Courtney was just in here and mentioned that the chip on her shoulder was even bigger than it normally is, especially with just her comment kind of being the poster child of the post game on Saturday. Had more rebounds tonight than anyone besides Angel.
Yeah.
Just how did you assess like her play tonight? Was that your response you're hoping to get from your lead guard?
Well, I was confident. When you put yourself out there, as Courtney does at times, and sometimes, whether it's about a Birkin bag or a Target bag, or in this case, being on a stream, and she's one that backs things up. And she found herself in that situation, and whatever motivated her, we needed it, because again, we're at the end of a long stretch, and but Courtney didn't look like she, her playing almost 36 minutes, but the way she did it for those 36, and the energy and the bounce, it's really meaningful to the rest of the group when she plays like that.
Coach, we saw some spunk from shots. Do you feel like she kind of took the top off this game?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if she was in here for media or not, but like, you know, we have a couple players that maybe, you know, aren't playing as well as they wanted to kind of coming into this game. And so I thought Mac's approach was really good. I thought she handled, you know, when things didn't go her way or, you know, wanted to do better and stuck with it. And she was a part of us, you know, kind of closing the door on their ability to come back on us. And so really happy with Mac's game today.
I mean, I had a chip on my shoulder for sure. I mean, after we lost the last game, all my comments, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter was flooded with, "You ain't beat Chicago." They wanted to be trolls, but they can't troll a troll. Yeah, so we had to get our get back. They knew what time it was.
I was going to ask, 8 rebounds for you today in the court. It's more than anyone in the game besides Angel. You know, getting on the boards and making sure you guys didn't get out rebounded like you did. Was that a big part of that chip that was on your shoulder for the night?
No, I mean, that's a testament to Fee. I mean, you look down this, and Fee had how many rebounds? Only 3. But the reason why I have 8 is because she doing the big dog work. I'm just swooping in and going to get it. She the one putting a body on the people she need to put a body on. So that's just a testament to our bigs, man. Like, we just come in and we help, but they doing all the hard labor.
Felt like the defense even took another turn in the third quarter, but then fourth quarter, I mean, you guys doubled up their turnovers. I think 13 points off turnovers in the fourth quarter alone. Every time I looked down to take a note, there was another one you running down with another pick six. Just 14 steals as a team is a season high. Just how were you guys able to get, you know, so in those passing lanes and just be so disruptive on that side of the floor?
It was the guards. They were just really getting up and pressuring the ball. And then when it got into the post and we're, you know, battling the big girls down low, they're getting their hands in there, trying to get traps on, trying to get their hands on the ball. It's just so helpful, and it allows us to kind of get out in transition and get those easy points.
I was curious just to get y'all's perspective on, I mean, you went on a run like right before halftime, like I think it was maybe like 3 straight buckets, like 45 seconds there. How crucial was that just to kind of trim that lead down and going into the second half?
I mean, it was big. I honestly don't even remember, if I'm being honest. I feel like we just go out there and we play ball. Like, sometimes you don't even look at the scoreboard. You're just trying to get 3 kills, which is 3 stops, and then let the rest of it take care of itself. Our identity is our defense, so we know when we lean into our defense and we bring energy on defense, our offense follows.
Anything else that you guys think was, I don't know, maybe an adjustment that was really crucial for this time around versus on Saturday?
I think our activity, like getting those steals, we had a lot of deflections, trying to get them off the boards. That's really huge because those second chance points that they get off of those offensive rebounds allows, you know, their field goal percentage to go up, allows them to get easy buckets, and then we're not playing in transition, which is where we want to be. So I think just our activity was really good.